Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan Finney with Finney Woodworking, and today I continue my bathroom renovation. In my last renovation video, I tore everything out. We had our demo, and in this video, as you see, it is time to put everything back together. Here I am laying out some Schluter underlayment for some tile work. And so I got to cut around all the places for the toilet, got to install it just for the room, just right. And so that's what you see me here doing right now. If you've never done this before, I highly suggest using this Schluter orange underlayment versus HardieBacker. I've used HardieBacker in the past, but this was so much easier and more of a simple concept. With HardieBacker, you got to cut that out. It's very dusty, dirty. You can't do it indoors. This, I brought it in, scored everything with a knife, cut it to size. Super simple.
First try.
After you get everything cut, next thing you need to do is same thing as HardieBacker. Mix up some thin set, and this is how it gets attached to your subfloor. After you mix up the thin set, you need to go in there with a damp sponge and just wet down the subfloor because it makes the thin set attached to your subfloor much better that way. So that's what you see me here doing, mixing it up, peanut butter consistency, get it going. After everything is thoroughly mixed up, it's time to slap it down on the subfloor. So again, take a damp rag, get it moist slightly, and then rub on your thin set. Just as if you were putting down HardieBacker or even tile, peanut butter consistency, pretty thick, then go back with your 1/4 inch trowel and notch everything through. One thing I would say is work in small spaces. Do just as much as you can, a little bit at a time, because it sets up pretty quickly, and also it's always best to go in short passes with anything that you do. Don't do too much that you can't handle. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing short passes of this thin set, getting it set up just the way that I like it before I put down the Schluter. Once you have the Schluter down on the thin set, then it's good to tamp it down. I use these floats here, tile floats, with my body weight on there, trying to get every little space that I can, make sure it's thoroughly pressed down on the thin set so I don't have any high spots or low spots. Alright, time to bust out the Multimaster. I borrowed this tool from my father-in-law, but this is a great tool if you don't have one. Lucky enough, I got a great father-in-law who has this tool, lets me borrow it all the time. I'm too cheap and I can't buy one myself, but I use this tool here to notch out anything that I need to. So, for example, the tile needs to go right underneath that opening right there. So I take this tool and notch it out the best that I can. Once I get the room ready and prepped, I like to make all my cuts in the tile that I need to, lay it out the best that I need to, and then pull everything up. And that's what you see me here. I've got it all laid out. Now I'm pulling all the tile out because it's time to lay down the tile with thinset and send her home. So I gotta pull everything up, and then I gotta throw some thinset down, and then I gotta put everything back down. When tiling, especially on the Schluter Dietra pad, it is recommended that you do back buttering. And that's what you see me here doing, back buttering this tile. Every single tile is back buttered. That just means you put some thinset on the back of it, trowel it in, notch it in, lay it down, press it in as best as you can. Not sure how well this is going to show up on the camera, but here I'm using these level spacers, and what they are these red spacers that go under the tile, make sure they're evenly spaced with a nice 1/8 inch grout line, but then you can throw these yellow wedges in that will actually make the tile level with each other. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm making sure every tile is level with each other and spaced evenly apart, and this really came in clutch for this entire bathroom. Okay, once the tile is set up, you literally just knock out those wedges, and then these red spacers, I take my mallet here and very carefully just knock them as hard, gently really, and they pop right out. The unfortunate part is you can't reuse them. It's like a one and done, but here's the finished product. Looks great. Ready to put down some grout and move on to the next part of the bathroom renovation. If you remember from my demo video, there used to be a soffit here, and I took the soffit out and I added a box, electrical box right here. So here I am wiring in my new light fixture that we purchased. And pro tip, use rubber gloves or any kind of gloves as long as they're clean to make sure you don't ruin your new paint job, or else you will hear it from the boss, aka the wife. Next step was to reattach the baseboards. So here I am getting all the baseboards reinstalled with my air gun. I think these are 16 gauge nails. Just sending them home. For this bathroom, we decided to go with a really fancy toilet. And I'd never seen this before, but this toilet came with a different kind of flange. And so here I am kind of struggling to figure out how to put this thing in, but eventually I figured it out. And the toilet sits on top of this flange, and it's actually a really nice toilet. It's very powerful, very quiet, and self-cleaning, and that's why we went for it. It's got a little skirt to go with it too. We got a little boy who his aim isn't perfect, just like his dad, so it comes really handy to clean. And here I am just sitting the toilet right on that flange. It goes in, I think, first try. Next step is to add a new vanity top to the vanity. And so here I am taking some caulk, I think this is silicone caulk, going around the edges before I set down the new vanity top. Once I feel comfortable with the vanity top, next step is to add the backsplash and side splash. Same process, adding some caulk will do the job, keeping it in place here. You could also use liquid nails or any kind of construction adhesive. Ever transitioning from tile to carpet, especially in a home renovation like this, I had to cut back the carpet and put in a new transition piece, and then obviously tack strip here. And so here I'm reinstalling the carpet the best that I can. I am no carpet pro. We're actually going to get new carpet in this hallway, so I'm just here to make it look as good as possible. Alright, we are getting super close to getting this thing buttoned up. Here I am turning the water on, testing out the new vanity top with the new hardware here, getting that initial water turned on, making sure there are no leaks. And with that, this is wrapped up. If you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll see you in the next one.